Shout out to our Iowa State Turning Point chapter today for the threads. American Horror Story. You ever seen that show? Well, we're living a real American Horror Story right now. This is our president who has no idea what's going on in his own press conference and forgets what he's doing, so his staff takes over and makes the press leave the room.
Now we're going to get down to business here, and Ron, who am I turning this over to?
Well, thank you very much, Mr. President. I think it's time for the press, our friends in the press to leave now. Thank you.
Thanks, guys. Mr. President, how are you going to take a moment to the children in the border facility? Are you going to visit the border?
Since yesterday, I think we're up to about 3-4 questions that President Biden has actually taken since he's been in office. Also, producer Abigail, can you zoom into his mask? Look at him sucking his own mask in, gasping for air like a guppy. Good grief, take this crap off his face. This man can barely breathe and function without it. It's more of a health hazard for him to have it on. They don't give a crap about health, only the appearance of health. I feel so healthy. All right, let's wrap this week up with a solid show. Chrissy Teigen quit Twitter. The new National Treasure series on Disney Plus has a major SJW twist. Things that aren't candles, but should be candles if you're asking me. And Goblin Core makes its debut for Freak of the Week. I'm Alex Clark, and this is POPlitics. First things first, today is my FBI agent BFF Lauren's birthday, so everyone tell her happy birthday. If you don't know, she's also one of the main admins of our CUTEservatives group on Facebook that helps me. And one of my favorite memories with you, Lauren, was dragging you to the fair so that I could see a water skiing squirrel.
All right, we're gonna bring you in and pick you up. And we're gonna go on to the deep water start.
Okay, back to the show. Chrissy Teigen has decided that she can't take the heat after all, so she's getting out of the kitchen. She's officially quit Twitter and deleted her account.
It's just a lot. It's a lot to overcome.
Chrissy said that Twitter no longer serves me as positively as it serves me negatively, and I think that's the right time to call something. She also said she was deeply bruised from her time online and hadn't learned how to block out the negativity, and said, "My desire to be liked and fear of pissing people off has made me somebody that you didn't sign up for, and a different human than I started out here as."
I guess I'm just a pussy. Yeah.
Here's the thing. Chrissy spent the last how many years being obsessed with bullying the Trump family on Twitter? So badly, actually, that the president ended up blocking her. But now we're supposed to feel bad for her because she's upset other people are trolling her? National Treasure is getting a series on Disney Plus.
Hello.
But it's going to be told through the eyes of a 20-year-old dreamer named Jess Morales. So basically, this is like a whole pro-illegal immigration thing. According to The Hollywood Reporter, the series will explore the ideas of identity, community, patriotism, how and who gets to write history as Jess and a diverse group of friends embark on an adventure to uncover her mysterious family history and recover lost treasure.
Oh, that's very nice, but it's kind of a bad time right now.
If you don't know, the term dreamer means a kid whose parents crossed the border into the United States illegally and brought them with, and then we give the kids permanent residency.
This is illegal.
Let me put it this way. If your parents sneak into Disneyland with you, do you think Disneyland will just say, okay, fine, parents, you have to go, but you can stay and eat all the free funnel cake you want and cut the lines for all the rides?
I don't think so, darling.
But see, that's exactly what happens with dreamers. They get priority acceptance into colleges and all kinds of stuff. Meanwhile, there are immigrant families who wait 20 years doing things the legal way, which is way too long and a whole other issue, but they do wait and they want to do things the right way, and these selfish people just totally cut in front of them. Point blank period, if the first thing your family does is break the law when you're coming here, you don't deserve US citizenship.
Don't be
Rude. Miller Lite is releasing a candle that smells like a dive bar. I'm sorry, but that does not sound appealing to me. However, I do have a few weird things that aren't candle smells that I think should be candle smells. The wood aisle at Home Depot. Gasoline.
I'm addicted to drinking gasoline.
A Black and Mild.
Hey, y'all got a cigarette?
We don't smoke.
Off.
Burnt flesh.
Wait, what? Are you serious or are you kidding?
Want to find out? Country star Jason Aldean says he hopes to see Morgan Wallen return sooner rather than later to the country music scene.
You know, I'll be honest, man. Morgan Wallen, to me, I think is one of the most talented guys that has come through this town in a long time, just from a writer standpoint, you know, singing standpoint. He was out on tour with me last year.
Yeah.
And to me, and I even told Morgan this when he was out with us. I mean, I was like, man, you're the next superstar of our business, man. I mean, you could just tell he just kind of had that thing.
Yeah.
And, I love his voice. I love the songs he's cutting. You know, I love his vibe. He's got his own little, he's got his own thing that's him, that's nobody else. And, and I think to me, that's what being a star is. And, He's the guy that I've been the most excited about in this town for a long time.
Jason Aldean, good guy, great. His wife Brittany is a CUTEservative. I'd love to have her on the show sometime. Also, have you seen their kids? Legit the most beautiful celebrity kids I've ever seen in my life.
I want us to be friends, good friends.
Winchester University in the UK is erecting a life-size statue of Greta Thunberg. And no, she has no connection to that school or town. They just worship her like most leftists, so they're spending more than 30 grand on this.
You're really giving me the creeps. Oh, come on.
The university says they wanted to make the statue of Greta so she could be an inspiration to all students. You know what I can't get over? The little zip-up jacket. She could be invited to the royal ball and she would still be wearing a zip-up hoodie. It's like she's a cartoon character who only has one outfit.
Looking good and feeling fine. Looking good and feeling fine. Looking good and feeling fine.
Go ahead, Ben. I know you're dying. Sing to us.
I said certified freak. 7 days a week.
The trend Goblin core on TikTok definitely gets Freak of the Week this week. Not even up for debate.
Somebody told me non-binary people don't exist. But I found this thing in my closet.
I like bread.
Yep, Goblin core. People dressing as goblins and living as goblins and making covens too. Electric chair, now.
There are some things, though, I know for certain. Always throw spilled salt over your left shoulder. Keep rosemary by your garden gate. Plant lavender for luck. And fall in love whenever you can.
I really can't begin to tell you what an absolutely lost cause Gen Z is at this point.
I don't know if you're supposed to put your contour on before the rest of your makeup or after the rest of your makeup, but it doesn't matter because men are stupid. I must warn you, the transition from beginning to end might be startling. If the men find out we can shapeshift, they're going to tell the church. You want to look like a pterodactyl. Men love pterodactyls.
Please watch out for goblins on your way home. Apparently they're everywhere.
Leave me alone, you goblin.
Imagine being married and then your spouse just comes home looking like that one day. Or you're sleeping, you roll over in the middle of the night. Hello? Like, no.
Well, whatever, all right? I mean, it's time to grow up.
Please support POPlitics by subscribing to us on Apple Podcasts and leaving a 5-star review. It takes 2 seconds. Or you can actually donate to POPlitics if you're financially able at tpusa.com/support POPlitics. Any amount helps. As always, make sure you tap the heart before you go. Let me know what weird smell you love that you think should be a candle. DM this episode to 3 people and just say, oh my gosh, you're at the end of this episode. And then just wait for the response. And hit that save button because for some reason, the algorithm really likes that. We're back Monday at 4 p.m. Eastern, 1 p.m. Pacific with a special tutorial. And I am going to Liberty University this weekend to speak about the pro-life movement, and I'll be in the Culture of Life 1972 pro-life fashion show. They're the only pro-life fashion brand and boutique if you aren't familiar with them. It's pop culture without the propaganda every single day. I'm Alex Clark, and this is POPlitics. Click below to watch yesterday's episode. Please subscribe, thumbs up, share this video, and ring the bell for notifications so you never miss the conservative. And make sure you're following this show at POPlitics on Instagram for even more CUTEservative content.